Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Shuffle Podcast, episode 326.
Take two.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Annie.
Annie, how are you doing today?
We're doing so good, Joe.
Yeah, so one, we've got a peanut gallery. It's actually one less person than the first time we recorded this episode, but Riley's here.
Hi.
Caitlin's also here. Yeah.
Hello.
Meg
is not.
Meg is not here. And honestly, I think that's for the best this time around because I couldn't. Here's what happened. So we've already recorded this episode 2 days ago.
What's today? Saturday?
Today's Saturday. 2
Yeah,
days ago
Thursday.
we recorded this episode. So for those of you who watch religiously on Fridays, so sorry. This will be up first thing Sunday morning or maybe late tonight. Tough to say. We already recorded this episode. I get home, I go to edit the episode and upload it Thursday night, and I find out Annabelle has no audio.
Yep.
So we have an entirely one-sided podcast of just me talking and occasionally
Into
Riley or
the
Meg
abyss.
talking.
Yeah.
And you can see Annabelle doing this, but nothing, just nothing.
Yapping away.
And so I was like, well, this sucks. So what we're going to do is we're going to give you a really quick rundown of what we've already talked about. Because if we just try and redo it, it won't sound authentic. The reactions won't be funny. It was a very funny episode. We are so sorry that you'll never see it. And it's already been deleted, so I'm sorry I won't even upload it as a blooper. But just know that we said some really funny moments.
I told him to. April Fool's Day is next week, and I was like, you should just release it for April Fool's Day.
And well, it won't happen. But so here's what we talked about. A quick recap of episode 326, take 1. We talked about a couple of news headlines. One of them was a woman in Florida that Annabelle talked about, which she will pull up her article momentarily. The other thing we talked about was another news headline that I had talked about, which was a quadruple amputee, a quadriplegic who was driving a truck, who was a cornhole... Sorry, let's start over. He was a cornhole champion for the U.S.
Cornhole League.
American Cornhole
Cornhole.
The ACL, yeah. And he was driving his truck. I don't know why I assume it's a truck, but he was driving his vehicle, and he shot his friend
That feels right.
in the vehicle next to him while driving the truck. And so this man has no arms, no legs, managed to kill a person, and plays cornhole for a living. Now he's in prison.
I'm assuming.
We never determined that, but I hope he's in prison.
Right.
And we were absolutely mind-blown that somebody has no arms and no legs. 1 can drive a vehicle, 2 can play cornhole, 3 can shoot his friend. More importantly, if I was here's the key point that I said. If I was the person in the car and I see my friend reaching for his gun, which takes arguably a considerable amount of time when he's got no arms or no hands. He's got arms, stumps. Yep, there he is.
That's crazy.
It's such a crazy thing to show.
Yeah. Crazy.
If I saw my friend reaching for a weapon while driving a vehicle, I would grab it first. That's just jewelry you're showing us.
That's him.
That's the same person. That looks like a middle-aged woman.
Oh. Yeah, that girl's name is Teresa.
Yeah. Or Wendy or something.
Yeah.
So I would reach for the gun first, and I'd just be like, no, you can't. What are you doing?
Yeah, just whack it out of the stubs.
Hey, you were going to say his hands, weren't you? Right, we talked about that. Absolutely crazy. Made a lot of definitely inappropriate jokes. Probably best those aren't on the internet. I may have called him names. I'll call him again. His name is Stumpy. You know what's crazy?
You had the chance to never put that online.
I found out that somebody we work with has somebody in their family who's a quadriplegic.
Who?
And I said, how crazy that there is another person. I now know of 2 quadriplegics. Mickey.
Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, her uncle.
Uncle Mickey.
No. Mickey's uncle.
Dang.
Mickey, hope you're okay with me talking about this on the internet. Sorry, but
Sorry.
But I was totally blown away that I was like, in a week I've heard of 2 quadriplegics. Crazy.
I've only heard of the one in the week.
Well,
one in the week.
Now you've heard of 2.
Now I've heard it too.
Yeah.
Thanks, Uncle Mickey.
So you've got a story of a woman in Florida.
Yes. So headline is a Florida woman, naturally, was found hosting an impromptu wine and cheese tasting inside the giraffe enclosure at the Brevard Zoo.
Yeah. To which we were absolutely mind-boggled how she would have ever gotten in there, considering the only...
The viewing space for the Brevard Zoo giraffe enclosure is 20 feet in the air because you're at eye level with the giraffe.
Yeah. So we were like, how could you get down there?
With
Annabelle
wine and
said,
cheese.
Yeah, with wine and cheese, nonetheless. Annabelle said that she probably scaled the wall. We all agreed that that's a stupid conclusion, and that she
Naturally.
probably just walked in an unlocked door, and somebody should probably be fired.
Probably.
Yeah.
Unless maybe she knows someone.
Oh,
We didn't
oh
even
right,
think.
the inside
There's-
man.
yeah,
No,
there's
we
a
said
man
the
on the
Did we talk
inside
about that?
man.
Okay.
Yeah, there was an
It goes
inside
all the
man.
way to the top.
Yeah,
Yep.
there was definitely a giraffe person keeper. That's what I'm thinking of. A
Giraffe person.
A giraffe person.
A giraffe person.
Yeah, a giraffe
A
person. who
human
let her in.
giraffe hybrid.
Oh, I don't want to see
Working
that.
both
You
both
think they'd
sides.
have
A double
really long
agent.
necks, or you think they'd have a human?
Or would they be
face?
I
like a
think-
centaur?
I don't know. I feel like
Is
I'm
a giraffe body
seeing
with a human torso?
in my head a giraffe neck with like the human's head like right here. You know,
what?
like the face right here, but like
Still
same
the dress
neck.
of a giraffe?
yeah. That's
You're
what I'm
sick
picturing
and
in my
twisted in the head.
The face would be on the chest?
That's what I'm
That's-
picturing in my head. Yeah.
You stop picturing that right now. Stop. And don't let anybody there picture it. Don't let anybody on the
Matter of
internet
fact,
picture that.
Take 3. We're scrapping this
Yeah,
one
we're
too.
scrapping this episode now too. We also talked about arguably the most important thing, which was our love of arson. And here's where we're really
This is
gonna-
the one thing Joe and I can agree on.
Yeah, we
is
both
setting
love
shit on fire.
lighting things on fire. And I started this conversation by asking if anybody would ever own, if you specifically, you do the podcast with me, if you would ever own a flamethrower.
Yes.
And initially you were a little standoffish of the idea.
Naturally.
Because I talked about
Because it's you.
the company that sells these things and
Yeah.
ships them all across the country.
Yeah.
But then we agreed, yes, we would both own a flamethrower, or at the very least use a flamethrower if given the opportunity to, which then led us to Riley's fear of fire and our love of fire. Because isn't it just the best thing in the world to light
stuff
things on fire?
It's fun.
And that brings us, I think there were other things that we talked about. I know near the end there was something that we talked
we
about
talked
for a
about
long period of time.
all of the like sketchy stuff that I believe in that you guys don't, and you were making fun of me about it. And
yeah,
my dreams.
skinwalkers.
No, Joe.
Wendigos.
And my dreams.
And Annabelle's dreams.
creepy dreams.
So Annabelle has nightmarish dreams.
I really
Um,
don't. I had one nightmarish dream.
She wasn't asleep. She
Yeah,
had
I
a
don't.
nightmarish awake where she saw a man running. Could you, if given the opportunity, could you mimic the run? What is that
I'm not
noise?
going to. It's the dryer.
It's the Wendigos.
No, Joe.
Like do a run.
Picture. No, I'm not doing that. Picture the weapons run, but like,
I've never seen that movie.
but you know the run that
Nope.
the kids do.
Nope.
You didn't see a single trailer.
I don't think so.
I feel like that was a whole big thing. Was
Not
the
enough
run.
to like know how they run.
You know the Naruto run.
Yeah.
That, but with your hands not down here, but with them like up here.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
like that.
tell me about it.
I don't like that.
He was just running down the middle of the road like.
It's freaky. I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Whoever it was, if he was even there, I don't know.
If he was even there.
Guess we'll
And
never
then
know.
I talked about a dream where I walked out into my dining room as a child. I looked out my window and I
Mm.
saw a man standing in my front lawn. And then he turned and looked at me and I woke up.
Yes.
Also freaky. But then the most important thing that I said in this episode, in this conversation at least, was that I hope one day Annabelle comes home, or that Caitlin comes home.
Why was this
That
the
one
most
of you come
important
home,
part?
because it was the way you reacted was just my favorite. You came home. Yes.
Oh,
So
yeah.
the what I had said was if Caitlin comes home one day, Annabelle's sitting up here, and Caitlin yells, "Annabelle, I'm home," which she would absolutely never do, and Annabelle then goes downstairs, and Caitlin's nowhere to be seen. Her car's not here. And now Annabelle's
Oh
freaking
my
out.
god.
But what we
Think
determined
about it.
was she wouldn't even have to make it downstairs, because if Caitlin came home and said, "Annabelle, I'm home,"
I would know immediately.
Annabelle would be out the front or out the back window, because Caitlin doesn't speak, as you all well know.
I'd be laying in bed and I'd be like, "Huh?
Yeah. Who's home? Who is it?
Who was that?
Yeah.
Come again?"
Yeah. What's that?
No,
you should- for
Caitlin,
April
you
Fools,
should
you have to come home.
Absolutely.
You have to come home
100% not do that.
and just be like, "Annabelle, I'm home," and just listen for the splat of a body on outside.
I'm gonna-
because
you're
Annabelle's just gonna starfish onto your driveway.
You're gonna see me dangling from one of the windows, like above the driveway over
Yeah.
there. I'm gonna be like hanging on for dear life.
Somebody help! Call 911.
Oh man.
Yeah,
No, terrifying.
yeah, it absolutely would be, but it would be the funniest.
I don't
thing.
even put welcome mats out in front of our house because I don't want anything getting in here.
Oh,
What?
Your mats, they can't say welcome on it. If they say welcome on it, you're inviting these things in.
Oh, you're psychotic.
we talking
I'm not.
vampires?
Anything.
No,
You
you,
believe in
have to
vampires?
invite it in.
Yeah. Not like that.
Not like what?
Not Edward Cullen.
No, I mean vampires.
I don't like all the creepy shit.
So you think if you put welcome on your mat, it's
yes,
gonna let them
it's
in?
gonna let them in, Joe.
It's not an open invite.
I can't look at you.
Yeah, everybody knows you're crazy here. The general public knows that if they see a welcome mat, they can't just walk into anybody's house. That applies to
they're
fake
not-
mythical vampires.
They're not the general public. They're vampires.
Yeah, and the rule clearly states you physically have to welcome them in. A
We're
mat is
yeah.
not you.
We're talking like sinners. You have to say, "Welcome in" or
Yeah,
"Come in,
come on
come on
in.
in."
You can't just be like, "Oh, the mat said so I'm gonna walk on in." That's not how.
How do you know that's not what they do?
Because every movie ever has shown that's not how it works.
Well, if we were a movie.
There's a whole game. Well, hello. There's a whole game where you pretend to be a vampire and you have to convince people
yeah.
to let them into your. You have to convince people to let them into their house, let you into their house, and
What game is that?
I don't know the name of it, but
Sounds
it's
fun.
I'll look it up.
really
It's very
poor
cute.
animation. It's
Oh.
very, very funny because like it's like the way that they design the game, the computer is very smart, and so like it does its best to not let you in. So like you have to make like you physically type out the conversation. So like you type what you want to say, or you talk into a mic, and it just converts it into text. And you are trying to convince them and start a conversation with them enough to let them in, get them to let you into their house.
That sounds fun.
And
wanna play
once
that.
they let you in, you find the opportune moment
kill
to
them all.
eat them. But yeah, it's very fun to watch.
That
I've
sounds
never
fun.
played it, but it is fun to watch.
Yeah.
Um.
Anyway,
Anyways, so yeah, but
Annabelle's crazy. I know. We've
Yeah.
established.
yeah. But the thumbnail that you guys are gonna see on this episode is us with flamethrowers because we did talk about flamethrowers so much and our love of arson so much. And you know what we did once when we were kids?
What?
Not kids, but younger, in high school probably, or at least college.
I thought he was
Um,
referring to we.
No, my brother
When
and
we
I.
were kids.
When my friends and I were
When
kids.
Joe and I
you
were
are not my
kids.
friend.
That's rude.
Sorry. It was Dave who did it. I just happened to be there. He took like a can of gas and like poured a line of gasoline to our big fire pit, the one that I told you about on last episode, for take one of this episode. We have
Yeah.
a big, huge bonfire pit on our farm. He took a can of gas and poured gas and then like did like a ring of gasoline around the fire and then, right onto like the wood and all the center, or all the wood in the center. And then he lit it and watched it was awesome. It was so cool. I'm going to have to, I meant to do this last time we recorded, but I have videos of like some of the shit that we've burned. I think it's usually just like the Christmas trees that we throw in, but it's crazy. Those things just go up in flames. You got the name of the game?
The vampire game is called Suck Up,
Suck
and
up.
it is it's AI. So
Oh.
you are trying
So it's
to.
like a learning machine that's trying its best to not let you in.
hmm
So that's why the computer itself is so good, and you have to be better than it.
Suck
You're
up.
trying to outsmart the AI system. You're like, no, I'm not a vampire. Let me in.
I'm not a vampire.
Yeah,
I'm
but if you
nice.
say I'm not a vampire, let me in. That's exactly what a vampire would say.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a vampire, let me in.
Like
But
I
it's
saw
like-
one where somebody was like talking about they wanted advice to like ask somebody out on a date, and they were asking this old woman, and they had to convince her to let them come in. And it's like always at night that you're playing this vampire. So they're like, I don't want to let you in. It's late out. Like, we can have this conversation tomorrow.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, please. Like, I have to do this now.
This is happening.
And you are begging this little old woman to let you in, to get her to let you in. Why is
But,
that so hard for me to say?
The quality of this video game is like Roblox.
Yeah, that's a good description of it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's very
Not what I was
cute. You
picturing.
like get to swap out disguises. There's security guards or like the neighborhood watch walking around the neighborhood trying to catch you. It's very cute.
I need to watch a video of that. That sounds so fun.
Yeah.
It is very fun.
It's very silly.
So that's the recap. The very quick recap of last week's.
Did you want to talk
last
about
recordings.
the movie?
Oh, right. That's not the entire recap. Also, quick recap. I won trivia for the record. So if I lose trivia today, just let it be known that I managed to win
I need
trivia.
you to know I fully didn't think we were going to do trivia again. So
We have to. We have to do the full episode.
Okay. I was just going to let him win. I was going to be a nice person.
Yeah, the only thing we won't recap right now is our eat of the week because we haven't eaten anything we have not eaten since Thursday. So
meanwhile, my plate of dinner is sitting on the floor over there.
that's a bowl.
My bowl of dinner is sitting on the floor over there.
But they can't see that. So you could have just let the suspended disbelief happen.
I haven't eaten since Thursday.
I haven't eaten since Thursday. But the movie, I watched a movie, Annabelle did not. And actually, you had 2 more days to watch this movie, and you could have very easily taken this opportunity.
You're right.
I watched Batman Returns, and I came to the realization I don't think I'm a fan of, what's his name?
Why am I blanking?
What's the director's name?
Yeah. What the hell?
Of what?
Batman Returns. Tim Burton. I don't think I'm a fan of Tim Burton movies. Because this is a live action movie. It's not a claymation, which he has done several of. But it feels very cartoony, very, very fake. And
mind you, this is a Batman movie.
This is a Batman movie. So like part of it's gonna feel fake, but like it wasn't that great. And also Batman's not in it a lot. It's mostly about the Penguin and Catwoman. So it just really upset me as a movie, and it's definitely not about Christmas. It just takes place during the week of Christmas. So I gave the movie a 46, and I gave Annabelle what would I say? I gave you what you have. I gave her something to do. I don't have to watch this next week's movie. She does.
That was my punishment for not watching the movie.
A punishment's a good word.
Yeah.
So you will be watching Trolls Holiday.
Yes.
I will be watching nothing. Which is great because I don't want to watch Trolls Holiday. And you get to rank Trolls Holiday whatever you want, and I don't get any sort of argument, just like you don't get for Batman. I gave
feel
it a
like
46.
I have to watch Trolls. I've never seen Trolls, so.
I have. Against my will, I saw Trolls.
I've been on the roller coaster at Universal, but that's it.
The what?
The roller coaster.
That doesn't count.
What the hell is that?
It's the roller coaster.
You cannot repeat it over and over and over again and expect me to just be like, oh, yes. What do you mean?
I don't know. It's in the DreamWorks section at Universal, and it is a roller coaster.
Where
to
has
the
this
theme
been?
of Trolls.
Huh?
You know where E.T. is? You know the bush that we threw up in for Horror Nights?
yeah.
Just past that.
There's a roller coaster
They
over
got
there?
rid of the bush. It's gone. It's dead.
Well, the frost probably took it out.
I'm gonna say it was the frost.
I think it was your vom.
Oh, it wasn't. It wasn't your puke. Are you kidding me? Bushes are more resilient than that.
It's a lot of puke. Anyway, roller coaster. That's all I know of Trolls.
I did not know that
There's a whole DreamWorks section with Shrek Swamp.
I knew about the swamp.
And I almost said Panda Express, but it's definitely gonna be Panda.
That has got to be some
That's
kind
crazy
of
because I
racist.
was considering getting Panda Express before we came over here tonight.
Panda Express is not good.
Yeah, but they have a
Like if you're gonna get Chinese food, there are significantly better
right,
places.
but Panda Express is to Chinese food what Taco Bell is to Mexican food.
Yeah.
It's not Chinese food.
I highly disagree.
What?
Taco Bell is oftentimes palatable.
So is Panda
Panda
Express.
Panda
Express
Express is delicious.
Panda Express is straight butt cheeks.
Says
Straight
you.
cheeks.
What if I
Okay,
like
but
Panda Express?
I wanted to go because they have a collaboration with Buldak right now.
With what?
Buldak ramen.
The ramen.
They have a chicken. They have a special. I think it's dynamite chicken.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of
I
people
want to
get
try
that.
it. Buldak ramen is just a really. I have some in the pantry.
Like
The
really,
pink-
like,
the pink-
cutesy ramen.
Yeah, they have. It's a very popular ramen company now.
Isn't that Japanese? Isn't ramen traditionally Japanese?
Probably.
Panda Express can't just add that to the menu.
It's
No, no,
Southeast
they-
Asian, Joe.
It's the partnership with Bulldog is just a flavor of their chicken.
What?
It's not noodles. It's not the ramen. It's
Oh,
just they have
okay.
a chicken flavor that they partnered with Bulldog.
Got
They're
it.
just teaming
got it,
up.
Got it. Just teaming up with Japan.
Yeah.
China and Japan.
We're breaking
buds.
barriers here.
Breaking down Asian barriers as white people.
Originated in China, but
How
was
natural. Sorry.
Ramen originated in
Why
China.
am I saying sorry? This is
but-
my podcast.
Oh my god.
Go ahead.
Then you want to know where ramen comes from? I'm the researcher.
So,
If I'm being honest,
I want to know.
didn't.
Hold
but,
on.
But please tell
Hold
us.
on. I want to know.
I have nominated myself the researcher of this operation here.
Yes, and you
Yeah.
are.
I
You
take
do
my job
a
very
very-
Self-appointed
seriously.
white person.
Oh my god, Joe.
Did you just call me white?
Yeah.
Did you just,
Right.
you just call her self-appointed?
Anyways, ramen originated in China, but was introduced to and popularized in Japan.
And stole
They
it.
stole it.
Yeah.
Just like the
Bum, bum,
Japanese.
bum.
Oh
Joe.
my god. Joe, I'm Stevie. I'm the Stevie to your guys' podcast.
We-
I'm making. Joe clearly doesn't agree, and if I was on camera, you'd see me looking really sadly into the camera. But that's a reference to Good Mythical Morning.
Yeah. The difference is Good Mythical Morning is a daily 20-minute YouTube show. This is a podcast that Stevie exclusively was not a
They're
part of.
daily?
Good Mythical Morning?
Yeah. That makes sense because it's morning, but I never knew
It
that.
is morning daily, yes.
Wow. Good for
Yeah,
them.
yeah, yeah.
Had no idea.
That's interesting, though, that China created ramen. I was like, what's the name of it? And Japan, they
Dang.
popularized it.
I mean, it's all just noodles. There's
Yep.
lots of
And there
noodles
it
in
is,
that
folks.
part of the world.
Yeah. There's lots of noodles in other parts of the world.
Why'd you look at me like that?
I was like, can I make that sound like you are being racist? But there are lots of noodles.
no, because I'm very sincere.
There are noodles in Asia. There are noodles in Italy.
In Italian?
In Italy. There are noodles in Italy. There are noodles in Japan. In Asia. Yeah. I mean, there are noodles in Japan. I'm not wrong. Where else are there noodles?
Literally everywhere else.
Yeah, but like where else like are there
Doesn't
noodles?
Sweden, they do like those egg noodles with like the meatballs.
Yeah, IKEA.
Yeah.
They don't really have noodles at IKEA though. They have meatballs.
It's the meatballs. But normally you do like those egg noodles, right? With
Yeah,
those
I hate the way you keep
kinds.
saying that. Like both
I
times,
literally said it twice, Joe.
both times you've just instead of just saying egg noodles with meatballs, you keep saying those egg noodles, but you combine those and egg, so you keep saying those egg noodles, and I'm like, what are those egg?
Those egg
Those egg
those
noodles.
egg noodles, Joe. Those
Yeah.
egg.
I didn't know egg noodles were Swedish.
I don't
Riley?
know if they are. I just feel like I normally eat
Sure,
those
now you want me
meatballs
to
with
Well, I
some
care
those
about
noodles.
Swedish noodles. Asian noodles I can do without.
Are there noodles in South America?
Caitlin, look that up while Riley's looking up the Swedish noodles.
I'm
I
looking
feel
up
like-
Swedish noodles or egg noodles.
Where are egg noodles from?
Are there noodles in Africa? Like you don't see
They
a
use
lot
them
of
as straws in Africa. That sounds so bad. It sounds like they can't afford straws, so they use
them
noodles.
as-
I
They use
mean,
them as straws in
yeah.
Africa.
When my friend Ben went to
I have seen this,
Africa,
yes.
they give you
Because
like Pepsi with a straw.
a lot of people
with a noodle.
say that that's how Disney should do it and get rid of the paper
Yeah,
straws.
get rid of paper
because
straws
the
everywhere.
noodles are
I
obviously biodegradable, but they're not going to disintegrate when you're drinking
in your drink, yeah.
Yeah.
It drives me crazy. Paper straws are the worst invention that
This is a
we
hard. This is
we as human beings have come up with.
This is an unboiled noodle, not like a
Well, yeah, they're not giving you a
a
limp nude.
floppy noodle.
A floppy nude in your Pepsi? Oh my god, forget about it. But paper straws, what are we doing? Like why
I don't
we
know, Joe.
overreacted to one video of a turtle once and said straws gone.
Hey,
Get them out of
I
here.
don't mind the getting rid of the straws.
I also don't mind it, but paper was never should
you
have been the
know
solution.
Joffrey's straws,
Sure, no,
those-
but yeah.
the brown ones.
Oh, the biodegradable ones.
Yes, yes.
Love those.
They're
They
biodegradable,
look
but
a little
they
bit like
don't
poop. Yeah, but yeah.
disintegrate. Hmm?
Nigerians have instant noodles, but like, did they create instant noodles?
Instant.
What makes a noodle instant? Boom, that's a noodle. I'm like, realistically, like, aren't all noodles pretty instant?
No, these noodles cook faster.
Well, I
Think
know what the
about-
word
think-
instant means.
I think it's you can microwave them.
Couldn't I microwave any noodle?
I don't think
Try
so.
to microwave penne pasta.
Yeah, I don't think like a hard Italian noodle like that you're gonna.
Notice the hand gesture when you said hard Italian noodle.
What do you got for Swedish?
I just looked up
Noodles.
egg noodles.
Right. Sorry. What do you got for those seg noodles?
They're
Right.
not. They're not Swedish. They originated in China over 4,000 years ago.
But
But
China.
then they
Add
are
it again.
they are found in Europe, and they said they either evolved separately or spread through trade routes like the Silk Road.
So who invented the noodle?
China.
Was it?
The original noodle.
What was it? I
Or
don't
was it
know. All right,
Italy?
I don't know.
Because where did those Africans get their noodles?
You can't say those Africans.
I meant to say, where did those African noodles come from?
Noodles are believed to have been invented in China, with the oldest archaeological evidence being
Go ahead. Where is there archaeological evidence of a noodle?
I was about to tell you.
They're digging up noodles with bones?
I'm gonna kill you right now. The oldest archaeological evidence being a 4,000-year-old bowl of millet noodles.
So they were
What?
digging up noodles.
Yeah.
What are millet noodles? And how do you spell that?
Millet.
It's not millet.
Isn't it like a different kind of grain?
That sounds like it would be
No,
spelled
it's definitely
pronounced
it's
millet.
definitely millet. You're right.
Right. Okay.
It's definitely millet. It's another kind of grain.
millet.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, because that's pretty sure it's. I'm also pretty sure it's millet because that's something you can feed birds.
Yeah,
Like cockatiels love millet.
I've never heard of millet.
I've heard
What
of
is
it.
what
Don't
is
worry.
millet?
It is a grain.
Secondly, how did it survive an archaeological dig?
All right, hold on. Let me look up.
And my other question is, even though the first
it's Nat Geo, so it's real.
the first noodle
Okay.
originated in China. However, did the Italian noodles originate separately,
That's
Later.
what they said.
or did they get the idea?
They
from
said that it
China.
They're like, we can do this better.
it divided it like it came to be separately, or it is possible that it was exchanged through the Silk Road.
So
like
they have
trade
no
routes.
idea because
They
that's
don't really know.
The Silk Road, where they notoriously traded silk and other
did.
things.
So the
Like
Italians
noodles.
didn't have noodles before the Silk Road. I feel like the Silk Road was not that long ago in my head. Huh?
Caitlin just in the background. This guy created ramen.
Yeah, that guy looks like he created ramen.
Joe,
Look at him.
I looked at him.
No food. Okay. I was like, I feel again like noodles, any noodle can be eaten anywhere. This is like the whole, what do you call a taco served in a bag of Doritos or Fritos?
A walking taco.
Right. Now, what can you do with any taco you get from
I
any
hate this
taco
argument
place?
so much.
Yeah, but if it falls, all the toppings fall.
So does the bag. If the bag falls,
Why are you dropping your bag?
why are you dropping your taco?
I'm not dropping the taco. I'm dropping what's in it. Like if you take a bite, stuff falls out the back end of the taco.
I think you're holding your taco wrong if you're doing that.
You're telling me that when you eat a taco,
And nothing falls out.
nothing comes out of that
Nope.
taco. No grease, no nothing.
I'm a very efficient taco eater.
That's insane.
First of all, when you eat a taco, you have to do a little bit of slurping.
You know what, Joe? Not a lot of people can do that. So the walking taco,
Right, but
not for
you
you.
can admit that you can walk with every taco you have.
I can, but I'm gonna make a mess.
But you
You
can
can
do
also
it.
walk with a bowl of soup.
I'm not gonna eat it while
You've
I'm
only
walking.
proven my point more.
Joe, then your argument is that everything can be eaten walking.
Yes.
Yes.
So my point being, calling it a walking taco
It
is just being
because-
redundant because you can walk with any food you make with probably minor exceptions. And I honestly cannot think of anything you cannot walk with.
I probably could. Hold on.
I mean, like everything, because you put it on something.
What about
Like I was thinking, like lasagna would be
They've-
hard too,
they've-
but you put it on a plate.
what about a platter of oysters?
you could walk with them.
Okay, wait.
But
hold on.
they've renamed it because it's been optimized for walkability.
Right. However, the difference between a taco
Alaskan king crab.
that would be harder to walk with.
You have to
because
crack
there's
it.
a lot of cracking and
Mhm.
snapping involved. Lobster, also difficult.
Yes, those crustaceans.
Give
if
me
you
a
will.
walking lobster and then we'll talk.
Steak.
My point being, the major difference between a taco served in a bag of Doritos or Fritos,
We've
I prefer
completely
Doritos.
derailed.
No, we're back to now. We're just talking about normal stuff. We've recapped all of the last
okay,
recording.
okay.
My point being, the biggest difference between a taco served in a bag of Fritos or Doritos and a taco served in a tortilla
Yeah. Why did
Tortilla.
you say it like that?
is what it's served in. Right? You either have it in a bag or you have it in a tortilla. Not I'm walking with it or I'm not walking with it.
Yeah, but the bag catches all of it, Joe.
Yeah, no, I understand that, but the biggest difference, you can admit this, is that it's in a bag.
Yes.
So call it taco in a bag.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You have to think about
because that's what it is.
You have
It's
to
a
think-
taco in a bag.
you have to think about the marketability of it.
Marketability taco in a bag is brilliant.
Walking taco flows better.
Walking
Where did
taco.
it originate? And what
Can-
was its original name?
Can I
Probably
finish telling you about
Texas
the
and
4,000-year-old
probably
noodles?
walking taco.
I believe it originated as fair food because that
Yeah.
was the first place I heard of it.
I would think probably
was
Carnival.
at the Erie County Fair, and you know what it was called there? Taco in a bag. Which is why I exclusively call it taco in a bag. Now, I'm not saying that it originated in Erie County. I highly doubt that. But I do believe it originated as fair food.
Hold on, we have to look it up now.
Do you want to see about the 4,000-year-old noodles?
Yeah, what do they look like in the bowl?
I looked them up more. So it was
oh my God,
it
there's
was-
noodles.
it was an overturned bowl that was basically sealed in sediment.
What's it called? Hermetically sealed?
I wouldn't say that it was hermetically sealed.
I don't know.
but
That looks hermetic.
There's also I
that
have the
even a word?
article. I have the article pulled up. I just wanted to find an
4,000-year-old
image.
man. Why does he look like that?
Right, don't.
So I
careful.
need you
What
to
do
know.
what's your search history?
There is an entire article titled "The History or a Brief History of the Walking Taco."
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I think walking taco came about when Frito-Lay claimed ownership of the product.
I'm reading. Hold on.
It also bothers me that they exclusively serve it with Fritos at most events because taco in a bag with Doritos are significantly better than with Fritos. Both corn chips, Doritos add cheese.
Sorry, I'm
Yeah.
reading.
Yeah. Yep. Skim faster.
Ooh, so this says that walking taco is another name for something called a Frito pie. It's another parts of the country. I guess it's called a Frito pie,
It's simply just not a pie.
which is, I don't know. That's just something you put in a bag.
What? No.
Caitlin
Do you
asked-
call it a Frito pie
So in
over in
19
Texas? Ooh, with Fritos?
So it's really funny that you say that because
Is it like
in 1986, Frito-Lay hired a historian to research the walking taco.
in what year?
1986.
How long has this been around?
And they hired a man named Ed Petzel who went by the nickname Chill Lee.
Brilliant. Is he still alive?
I have no idea.
That is a genius name.
They believe that the origins of Frito pie or the walking taco go back to the founder of the Frito company who
What is this? What is your source?
heavytable.com.
Oh.
I don't know. Not a very reliable source.
Yeah.
However, it seems they've done a lot of research. So they believe it went back to the founder of the Frito company who created the first Frito chip itself. I'm going to mispronounce this. Oh, the Oaxacan in Mexico. Oaxacan.
Oaxacan.
Thank you, Oaxacan immigrant. His name was Gustavo Oquin. And during the holiday season, he used to make these things called Fritos fruit cakes, which included
Ugh.
candied fruits, pecans, and fresh Fritos. And this was published by the Smithsonian, apparently.
That sounds awful.
Yeah. Trying to find.
Because of your proximity to Mexico.
So
I'm gonna say something really mean.
I don't know.
So is it served in the bag or is it served in a bowl with
here,
Fritos?
here. Yeah. So in this telling,
Okay.
it started. That guy Gustavo
get it both ways, by
started
the way, is what
working
Caitlin
at a
said.
store in the early 1950s at the age of 18 years old, and had the idea to start selling the taco adjacent food at the store's walk-up counter, which included slicing the bag of Fritos open, adding chili, cheese, and onions, and then selling it. And so it became
What year was this?
not in the night. It just says in the 1950s.
That is insane.
In the first year of
This has
selling
been
them at the
around-
gas station, they sold 30,000 bags.
So this has been around for 70 plus years.
Yeah.
And only within the past decade, I would say, has it become extremely popularized.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So it seems kind of like it was really popular at like these little bodega style gas station things in New
'Cause I
Mexico and
remember-
Texas and Arizona.
I remember the year that they introduced taco in a bag at the fair, and I was like, this is the world's greatest invention. And I thought, clearly this must have been invented within the past 2
or you
3
would have heard
years,
of it.
Or I would have heard of it. Evidently, it had only been introduced to the fair in the
The
past year.
earliest fair that it was introduced to was the Grand Rapids, Michigan Festival of the Arts in 1994.
It's been around longer than at the fair longer than I've been alive, and I only
They had
learned
a
about it.
Syrian meat pie and a walking taco, which included potatoes with cheese sauce, chicken pica, and meat. Syrian meat.
And meat. That is wild.
Other people think that the Mormon missionaries brought it.
Oh God, no, we're
To
not
the
giving
upper-
any credit to the
They
Mormons.
think that they brought it to the upper Midwest from the New Mexico region after that. It says that it was at a festival in 1997 regarding the Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and members ran out of their popular walking taco before the event was over.
I'm not giving any credit to the Mormons for
Wow.
why I know about the taco in a bag.
Well, that was just for the Midwest. So don't worry. The upper Midwest,
Mm.
which is not where you're from.
Well, pretty close.
Yeah, I suppose.
Buffalo is the Midwest of the East, so
Okay.
yeah. There's a reason that everybody in Ohio calls it pop, just like I do.
Ew, this one looks gross. This was.
I would love to try a Frito pie. I love chili. Better with beans.
This is the sold at that place that Gustavo guy worked at. This is what it looks like. Kind of looks gross. I'm not
It
gonna
does kind
lie.
of look gross, and that looks like a bag of
It
Doritos.
does look like a bag of Doritos.
Always a better option. Doritos way better than Frito. That's not a hot take. Anyways,
So now that
um,
we've deep dived into the history of the walking
of
taco,
the taco in a bag, yeah. To this day at the Erie County Fair, it's still advertised as a taco in a bag.
interesting. I've never heard it called that. I've only ever heard it
Yeah,
called.
I'm gonna
walking
start
taco.
going to more fairs and figure out maybe it's like a fair
Is it a
thing.
fair thing, yeah.
Maybe they're not allowed to call it
Because
walking
my
taco.
school would have them for lunch sometimes, like in the calf.
Now it's like the bags.
Yeah, like Doritos has walking taco kits.
Well,
now.
Yeah,
because
but,
they have
like,
them too at like
That's
Universal now. Like it's
Yeah.
a thing you can get at
I
Universal.
wonder if Doritos is branded that.
well, Frito-Lay.
Sorry, Frito-Lay.
That's what I assumed.
Yeah.
But I think that's what it sounds like has happened. Way earlier than I thought. But they still serve it in bags of Doritos or Fritos at the fair.
Mm.
So, but they're not serving it in the big
But
bags. They're
that's
serving it in just like
it's just
personal
them
bags.
opening up
A bag of
a bag of
Doritos.
yeah.
Yeah, probably because it's cheaper than buying the bags of walking taco things.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm going to start going to the fair more often all across the country. We should go to more fairs. Fairs are.
We
We
should have
should.
looked at the
Fun.
Strawberry Festival coming up.
Is that a fair?
Basically,
I think it
yeah.
already
Okay.
happened.
Did it already happen?
strawberry season
Yeah.
is nearly over.
I don't remember when we went there last year.
But anyways, so
Big fair though.
that's enough about that.
Yeah.
A couple days ago, yesterday actually, we were making dinner. No, I'm sorry, we haven't eaten. Tonight I'll be making dinner. So yesterday I was making dinner, and I bought asparagus recently. Love asparagus.
I saw Riley
Easily
eating some.
top 3 vegetable.
So it's my favorite vegetable.
It might be my favorite. Broccoli's so good, it's hard for me to dethrone broccoli, but I was eating yesterday and I was like, this is way better than broccoli. I think
broccoli,
How do you make it? Asparagus.
I like grilling it with lemon on it.
Yeah. I didn't do that yesterday
You have to
because
grill
I
it.
wasn't going to get the
You
grill
boil-
out.
boil it?
No, boil it is how I used to eat as a kid when my dad would make it.
Yeah.
I sautéed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not a bad option. Yeah,
Phenomenal.
not a bad option.
The crunch, ooh, it was crispy.
Yeah.
Um,
Broccoli, to me, you can too easily go wrong. I really like broccoli.
Yeah.
When it's good.
Yeah.
But you can too easily make it bad.
how do you make your broccoli?
What do I do? It depends. I make it all. I mostly steam it,
Yeah, I usually buy a frozen bag and
Yeah.
toss it in the microwave.
but like it's good in the oven, like roasted.
yeah, I've boiled it.
Good sautéed.
I like it raw.
Yeah.
Not really raw, but
Yeah, but I know what you're talking about.
yeah. Fresh off the plant, dip it in some ranch.
I don't like mushy broccoli though. I will eat mushy asparagus. Not mushy, but like softer asparagus.
Yeah, I there's a line for asparagus. If I bite into it and my teeth don't go through and it just like mushes, then I'm like, this is not good.
Okay, yeah.
But it's the same with broccoli because it's the outer layer of it, like the skin of it, is if you can't bite through it, then you've done something wrong.
Yeah.
But
I really like asparagus.
yeah, it's so
good.
but I bought a bundle, I guess, of asparagus. Which I didn't know asparagus at Walmart exclusively comes from Mexico. I did not know that Mexico was a large exporter of asparagus.
I didn't either. Wouldn't have thought that.
Yeah.
Don't know where I thought asparagus was from, but
I thought it was from here.
what is that word too? Asparagus.
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 It's an awful word.
Oh, yeah. Terrible for a name of a vegetable.
Yeah.
But I also learned there are 3 different kinds of asparagus: purple, green, and white. And
Okay,
if I
I've seen
got
purple.
white asparagus, I'd be like, something's wrong with
I've
the
seen
asparagus.
purple, never seen white.
And it grows thinner or thicker depending on the climate that it grows in, which makes sense.
Yeah.
But like up north, it tends to grow thicker because it goes dormant for the cold season. And so then when it gets warm again, it's gone dormant for so long that once it grows back, it grows it gets thicker each season. In warmer climates where it grows year round, you tend to get thinner but more often yields. So, which is why my asparagus yesterday was like pinky thick.
Because they're cranking it out.
Yeah. So I grabbed the asparagus bundle wrapped in 2 rubber bands, and I am going to hold this with my knees, and I take the asparagus. I take the knife to cut off the
This
woody
is how
ends.
quadriplegic films a podcast.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, he doesn't have the knees. He's got to be up here. Talking into his ween. And so I grab the asparagus and I take the knife and I cut through the asparagus, the woody ends, if you will, because it gets firmer at the end.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm cutting, and this knife, it sucks, by the way. And I'm cutting, and all of a sudden, I cut right into my thumb. It just like straight into the nail and to the tip of my thumb. And I just went, it's like one of those where like you feel it immediately and you're just like, and I just like pulled my thumb away as fast as I could. And Riley's standing behind me watching me cut this asparagus. And she just goes, oh my God. Like she like immediately looked away because it was one of those like, I like saw it happen and felt it happen at the same time. And I like the reaction, Riley immediately knew. Whether or not you saw it, I don't know. But you immediately knew what I had done. And so I think you were expecting a
Joe
lot
just
of...
cut
I was
his
like,
entire
His
finger
thumb's
off.
gone.
Yeah.
There's blood everywhere.
I was expecting blood. I was expecting bad news.
I was like, he's gonna make me use my fucking first aid training.
Yeah. And I look down, and I mean, you can see my thumb's all there, right? Like nothing's missing. If you look at it, you really like you can tell nothing happened. You have to look at it in just the right angle, but you can see like where I sliced the nail
Oh, up here?
up here.
Dope.
Exactly. Yeah.
I see
right up
absolutely
there.
nothing.
I sliced the nail and just the very tip of my thumb.
There's a
I
little
see.
wedge
And-
cut out of his
The
thumb.
nail is just like, you know how like when you like, I actually don't know this. I've never broken a nail, but you know how when you break a nail, it's like,
You've never broken a nail?
No.
Okay.
I keep my
continue.
nails relatively short.
Okay.
But you know how like it becomes like, it's like jagged, like you got a jagged edge and like
Yes.
catches on things.
I'm well familiar.
That's how familiar. That's how it feels right
Can I
now.
not just say that?
No, you say familiar every time.
Familiar.
I'm not talking about this. But so anyways, so I, again, sliced in. I mostly got nail, and it wasn't until after that I realized I got a little bit of skin as well. but I just have like a jagged little like hook in my nail now. And
I got a nail file if you want to
that's
like.
all right.
Okay.
It'll grow out and I'll just cut it eventually. But I
That doesn't-
pulled it
oh,
away
that would
and
bother
I
me
like
so
put it right
much.
into my mouth because I was like, "Ooh, this hurts."
Blood.
And blood, yeah. And I pulled it out and I was just like, "Oh,
There's nothing there.
literally nothing. It looks totally fine." Again, like right here, I can see like the slightest of slices.
Slightest little.
And I think the first thing I said to Riley, I was like, "Thank God we have the world's dullest knife in this house
Yeah.
because I couldn't cut through the asparagus. So luckily, I also
Definitely
couldn't cut through
wasn't
my
cutting through
fucking
your
thumb." But it was like,
Dang.
it was terrifying when I
Yeah.
felt it slice my nail because it was like I was doing one of these.
It's always a little like
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh my God." Riley's
It was like
reaction was so funny.
earlier when I was changing the batteries and you were like,
yeah,
you're gonna slice your finger, and I
Mhm.
was like, don't worry, I already did.
yeah, that reminded me of it when I saw your thumb. I was like,
Already
"Oh, I
did.
also sliced my thumb
Yeah.
yesterday."
I did. I almost needed stitches. Like genuinely, I think almost needed stitches the other day. I say the other day. It was like 2 weeks ago. I was unloading the dishwasher and was putting one of the mugs
Dangerous
up.
pastime.
Yeah, who would have thunk? I was putting one of the mugs up, and
Well, this is the one that exploded, right?
yes. So I was in the
Did a mug
corner.
explode?
I was in the corner where, so like our mug cabinet meets the wall, like the end of the kitchen. And I dropped, I don't know even now how I did it, but I dropped the mug as I was putting it up there. And I tried to save it, which I learned my lesson. Just let it fall next time.
Always let it fall.
I know. I tried to catch it. And in doing so, I like shoved my hand in against the mug and caught it like, I don't even know how it happened because it's the back of my hand. But like caught it against the wall. So like now the mug is broken in between my hand and the wall because it's shattered. And a piece of it got stuck in my hand and you can't really see it.
This was weeks ago and you didn't talk about this on the podcast till
I
right now?
forgot. I don't know why I didn't do this, but it was really bad. It was when her family was here. So she wasn't even here. And I was like, I'm going to have to drive myself to the urgent care with my hand bleeding right now. I thought I sliced a vein because it was right on top of my like big vein in my hand. Anyway, so there's
That's what Big Vein wants you to think.
Yeah. Big vein is going to make you think you need stitches.
Yeah, right. So there's a chunk of glass in my hand and I had to pull it out. But
What
it
vein
was
is your big vein?
that one. I only have one big vein in my hand.
Look
Joe
at that.
has many big veins.
Yeah, you got some ropey
I
veins.
mean, look at that thing.
Those are ropes.
Ropey Veins would be a great band.
Band name.
I don't think
Oh,
it
man,
would
Meg's
be
not
a
here.
great
Heavy
band
metal?
name.
Ropey veins.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, now I'm bleeding profusely, but it's so funny because it was these small, like it was probably a centimeter wide, but it was so deep into my hand that I was like, I'm genuinely going to need stitches because it's not going to close on its
On
own
its own,
because
yeah.
it's so deep. But luckily,
And then it closed on its own.
well, it only just recently like healed itself, but it took a while.
Wow.
Like even a couple days
were you
ago,
doing in
it
the
was
meantime?
still what?
You had a Band-Aid on it?
No,
Was it just open?
it was just open.
Just exposed. How did I not notice
I don't know
this?
because up until a couple days ago, like it was fully like
I guess I've been dealing with a lot the last
Open.
couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I guess I just haven't been paying attention.
it was. It's very
Oh,
small, but
yeah.
it was fully like open. Like I had an
That's
open wound.
crazy
on
that
my
you just
hand.
left it exposed
It was fine.
when you work outdoors
Anyway, you can't see it now, but like in outside, I'm gonna have a scar there, like
in the outside.
a raised
yeah.
scar. Anyway, so yeah, that's my
Hmm.
cutting myself open story.
Weird way to word it.
Weird word.
Word. But
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Well, good for us.
Good for us. Way to
Uh,
not cut ourselves open.
yeah. So what's the episode time before I fully wrap this up? But I feel like we got nothing left to talk about.
49 minutes.
Oh,
Not
that's perfect. That's what we
terrible,
wanted,
pretty
a short,
good.
sweet, to the point episode, so we could get this uploaded quick and recorded quick because it's late, and I
Quick
I have
and
a book
easy.
to read. You got
Huh?
trivia?
You
I said I have a book to read.
Hail Mary?
Yeah.
I can't
I'm on
wait to read
chapter 6.
it. 2 more chapters than when we first filmed this episode.
Yes.
All right. Well, the original trivia was about human anatomy and which organ weighs more, the brain or the heart. If you're a curious listener, it is
The brain.
The
and
brain,
it's
which we both
3
said.
pounds.
yes.
I said
8.
8 pounds. You said
5.
5. Joe was closer. It weighs about, on average, 3 pounds.
Small brain.
Another
So big brain wants you to think.
You have a
yes.
small brain.
I have another anatomy-related question.
Oh.
What? You guys ready?
Yeah.
What two body parts keep growing for you? I'm gonna kill you.
She laughed first.
What? I hate
Barty parts.
I'm sorry, Riley. I don't mean to laugh. That was really cute.
Why did you should have stopped and started over. You knew and you thought I was gonna let it go.
I'm sorry, Riley.
I hate it
really-
here.
No, I really didn't mean to.
Barty.
Continue.
What two body parts
God, what if you'd messed it up again?
Shut up, Joe.
kill you? What keeps growing for the rest of your life?
Hmm.
Two body parts. Name them.
Ah. Sorry. Wait a second. What is considered a body part?
Yeah.
Is if it's attached to your body.
Ooh. Wait, I was gonna say something, but I'm gonna say something else now.
I know there's there's a myth. I don't know which. Shoot. I'm changing my answer. Fuck.
I also changed mine if it makes you feel better.
Two body parts. Okay, I'm locked in.
All right.
All right.
What'd you say?
I said hair and nails.
That's what I had written down. I changed it to ears and nose.
I
Because
had ears and nose, and I
Is that
changed
right?
it to
Ears
hair
and
and
nose.
nails.
Yes.
No, I had ears and nose.
Because I was like, I think this is the myth that I thought that it wasn't true. That ears and nose
Well,
eventually do stop growing.
so
Or the myth is that they continue growing even after you've died, which can't possibly be true.
no, that's so there's a myth that your hair and nails continue to grow after you die. The reality is your tissues shrink,
Oh, and it looks like
and it
that's
makes it
okay.
look like your
I
nails
had
are
it
growing
backwards.
longer.
Ooh,
I had it backwards, which helps
interesting.
me.
But the
I feel like I should win bonus points for hair and nails because that is
No.
true. Your hair and nails keep growing throughout your life.
What if you lose your hair?
What if you lose your ears?
Your nose is going to keep growing.
What if you cut off your nose?
Probably not going to live a very good life.
But you'll live.
Yeah, but for how much longer? That didn't answer my question.
Anyway, I had
Also, guess what? Stumpy's not having any fingernail growth anytime soon. So
I had ears and nose, and I changed it.
I had fingers and nails, hair and nails, and I changed
Fingers
it.
and nails.
Anyways, so I was destined to win no matter what,
Whatever.
which means I win. Hee hee ha ha. Our eat of the week. We went to Adler's. It's not called Adler's Burgers, just Adler's. It's a burger place.
Yeah.
And again, we've already talked about this, so we're gonna kind of speed through it here. It was, I think, some of the best burgers we've ever had. Absolutely phenomenal. I got the Italian burger, which was supposed to be a combination of an Italian sandwich and a burger, which meant that it came with salami and mozzarella cheese instead of, I think, the traditional, like, what cheese typically comes on a burger.
Better.
Cheddar.
I didn't say it
Um,
like that, did I?
That's just how it sounded.
Okay.
But yeah, so with salami and mozzarella cheese on it. I got no cheese, and it also came with no salami. So I basically
karma.
yeah, I basically just got a burger. But it was absolutely outstanding. The fries, as you described them, were like Five Guys fries.
Mhm.
Very, very tasty. I believe I gave my burger 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also got a black cherry pop. So good. I could go back there just for the pop.
That's the face you made.
Yeah. I don't know what brand it was, but it was outstanding.
I got the veggie burger, which I was very excited to find that they had veggie burgers. And typically I don't like veggie burgers, so I was nervous. However, I'm assuming it was a mushroom burger. I still am not really sure. I had the leftovers today. Still wasn't sure. It's delicious. I got the barbecue one, which had caramelized onion and some kind of cheese and barbecue sauce, of course.
Cheddar.
I don't know I think it was provolone, actually.
Provolone. It was provolone. You said that last time.
Did I? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the fries with malt vinegar.
Malt sauce, as you said
Malt
last
sauce,
time, which
as
is
I said
just
last time.
crazy.
And I gave it a 9 out of 10. And then I said that I'm not sure what could have made it better. However, 9 out of 10. Very good.
You're leaving room for a better burger somewhere
Leaving
down
room
the
for
line.
more. Yeah.
All of the sides, they have a variety of sides at Adler's. Were gotten by the Peanut Gallery. Were gotten or grabbed by the Peanut Gallery. Ordered. That's what they were.
Here we go.
Here it is.
Riley?
I had the Reuben rolls, which was a Reuben and an egg roll. Phenomenal. I normally hate sauerkraut. Oh my god, these are so good. Served with a little bit of Thousand Island dressing. I also got spicy fried cauliflower bites, and they come with ranch as a dipping sauce, but I got buffalo sauce on the side to dip them in. Also fantastic.
Not a cauliflower fan.
Oh my god, I love
Bottom
buffalo,
three
like buffalo
vegetables.
cauliflower.
I don't like cauliflower. I love when they're
Bites?
fried and
fried.
sauce.
Yeah, fry it, dip it in some buffalo sauce.
Fantastic.
Absolutely fantastic. Meg B got dino chicken nuggets.
Yeah, she got the
You
kids'
love
meal.
them?
Mm-hmm.
She also got fried mac and cheese cubes,
Also very good.
which led us to the conversation that wombats poop in cubes.
Oh yeah.
Naturally.
Naturally.
That's what you talk about. Those are really good. Caitlin, who's not going to speak for herself, she got it was a pickle spear and a cheese stick. Side, I will kill you.
I didn't say anything.
Side by side and fried together, which pickles.
You said prickle.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
So it was a cheese stick and a pickle.
Yeah,
Side
side
by
by side
side.
and then fried.
But we determined it was
side
side by
and fried.
side in an egg roll.
Yes, you're
and
right.
then fried.
Yeah.
Or at
Mhm.
least a spring roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically the same thing.
No,
really
they're
couldn't t-
different.
I know they're different. I
One of
couldn't
them
tell
is
you the difference.
probably made with egg.
I think
Yeah.
we had this.
Spring
I think
rolls
they're
are
spring
really
rolls.
flaky.
Yeah. One of them's
Almost-
more like
almost-
pastry. The other one's more like a
Yes.
big egg noodle.
And yeah,
Those egg noodles.
Veg noodles. Ew. I hated that. That was awful.
Anyways, all of the things were very, very delicious.
Yeah.
I was impartial to the pickles, but they weren't mine. So
Yeah, Adler's, check it out. 2 locations here in Central Florida.
Didn't know that.
Anyways, where can people find you?
You can find me on TikTok and Instagram at Annabelle.Kessinger.
And you can follow me on Instagram at Secret Agent Sharky. As for the podcast, you can follow us on TikTok at The Shuffle Podcast, Instagram The Shuffle _podcast, and subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all at The Shuffle Podcast. Sorry again about our take 1. Hope you enjoyed this really quick recap. And then, of course, whatever else we had to fucking talk about on this episode.
This just proves we can talk. We can make an hour about
pretty much anything.
We can yap about whatever.
And for the record, if any of you have a flamethrower that you would be willing to let us borrow for a day, I would
Let us know.
like that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're going to go to Amazon and find a weird one that Caitlin found last time.
That may or may not blow up.
Somehow it's worth it, though.
Sure.
Because blowing stuff up is also cool. Blowing stuff up while you're holding it, a little bit
No,
less
it is
cool.
cool.
Slightly less cool.
Arguably very hot.
There was one quick story before we go here. There was, when I was a
That
kid.
was really funny and nobody laughed.
What?
Sorry, continue.
What'd you say?
You said slightly less cool and I said arguably very hot.
Arguably. When I was a kid, we would buy like those like firecrackers. It's like the red ones on a string, and you light the wick and it, those. And my brother, my friend, and I, we would be stupid because we were boys, and we'd light them and we'd hold it for as long as we can and then throw it, and so it would explode in the air. Always a very fun time. Well, there was one time I had a strand, and I was like, okay, here we go, and I went like this, and they went, and I was like, it was because like they never hurt you. It wasn't enough explosive to like do any damage, but oh my god, our ears were ringing. We thought we'd all gone deaf. It was.
They don't burn your hand?
I mean, it doesn't feel good, but like it's not enough to like do any very serious damage because it was like one of those things like it
I don't
happened.
think I've ever thrown a firecracker.
It happened, but like I think I immediately dropped it, so like it was never even really touching my skin, so it didn't burn me. I'm sure it could
Gotcha.
cause damage because it is an explosive, but
Yeah.
and still there, not fake.
Anyway,
got loose knucks. Anyways,
thank you so much.
thank you guys so
for
much for listening. Thanks so much for watching Peanut Gallery. Thanks for sticking around for another take of this episode. We will talk to you guys next week. Bye, everybody.
Bye.